Okay, y'all, now we're gonna make the donut base for our candy corn donuts. I had to slow that down. Okay, so I've already added to my bowl a 1/4 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of yeast, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm gonna add 1 egg, room temp, please. And I'm going to blend this just a little bit. Okay, so this is a small batch recipe. And I'm talking lightly because my husband is asleep. He had to go to work at 12:30 a.m. and he got home about 10. So I'm letting him sleep because we have some plans for later tonight. We're supposed to be visiting St. Charles. And we're going to do the haunted history of St. Charles. I have the story of Molly Crenshaw, and it should be a fun night. Now, it is raining a little bit right now. We don't know if we're going to still go if it's still raining, though, but we'll see. So we got 1 cup of all-purpose flour. You're going to need about 1½ cups. Okay, so I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon or pinch of salt. And I'm going to let this blend in a little bit more until my dough starts to form, just to see if I need to add more flour. Okay, so I'm going to add about 1/8 more flour, 1/8 cup more flour. I'm going to let this mix in, and then you want to knead your dough for about 5 to 7 minutes. So I forgot to add my butter. I'm glad I looked at this before I finish this. So I'm going to just go ahead and knead this in to my dough. You need 1 tablespoon. And then you want to knead it for about 5 to 8 minutes, or 10 if you're doing it by hand. Okay, so I'm going to get my dough off my hook here. It's done. Okay, now you want to spray your bowl. All right, then you want to cover this and let this rise for about 1 to 2 hours, or until doubled in size. All right, good morning, everybody. So I'm going to start this early because I got to make some pastry cream, and it's going to go inside of our candy cane donuts. So first, what we're going to do, first step in making your candy cane donuts, is you're going to need candy corn. I said candy cane. Why is my mind on that? I don't know. But you're going to need some fresh corn on the cob. And I'm going to do a half recipe, so you just need 1 ear of corn. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. And then you just want to strip it. Okay, so next you need to add your corn to a blender. I'm going to be using my Nutri blender here. Okay, and then you also need a 1/2 cup of milk. And then we're going to blend this together here and strain it. All right, now you want to strain this. This look like cornmeal with water in it.
That's basically what it is. Crushed corn, right?
Oh, my husband's home. He got home early today.
Hey, guys.
I mean, he did leave out at like 12 midnight, so.
Right. Now on dish duty.
Yep.
God, it's always something to do.
And we going to St. Charles tonight.
Right. And I got to put this light bulb in the car. It's just like, man, it's always so much to do.
Trying to get as much out as I can here of the milk. Okay, so you're gonna need 2 egg yolks. Put it over this. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my corn milk, basically is what this is, in my pot here, and then we're gonna heat this. You don't want it to boil, you just want it to get where you see steam coming off your milk here. Let me cut my eye on. Okay, so to my egg yolks, I want to add a 1/4 cup of sugar. This is an 1/8 cup here. You need 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And 1 tablespoon of flour. Whisk this together here. You want to mix this together until it starts to look pale yellow. We almost getting there now. I don't know why I got the sniffles today. And then also you want to add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla here to your milk mixture. And then I'm just going to wait for this to heat up. And then we're going to combine the two and finish off this pastry cream. Okay, so now I'm going to split this in half. And then we're going to slowly pour some of our mixture here into our egg yolk. Steady whisking so it does not cook your egg. And then we want to combine this with the other half there. Add a little bit more of your mixture here. And then now we're going to combine the two. Whiskey. Okay, now I'm going to return this to my eye And I'm going to cook this until it starts to thicken. And then we're going to place it in a bowl, place it in the refrigerator, let it cool, thicken some more. And then we're going to put this into our candy cane donuts. Candy corn donut. Damn it. I don't know what it is. Candy corn donuts. Okay. A New York original. New York special. Okay, so here's my thickened pastry cream. Now you want to add 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to whisk this in. Just a little bitty piece left in there. Okay, now you want to place this in a bowl. We're going to cover this, put it in the refrigerator, and let it thicken even more so that we can add it to our donuts. It's that simple to bake pastry cream. Ain't that? Wasn't it simple? Corn flavored pastry cream. All right, y'all, you need a little bit of flour here on your surface. And then we have our dough. Now let me see. $18, 12 by 18. And I'm gonna round off the, square off the edges. This is centimeters on this side. See on this side. Eight by 5. 8 by 6. Let's do 8 by 6. Let's just be stretching it out a little bit more. And then square off your edges here. Okay, so we're gonna cut candy corn shapes. And then basically it's just triangles. So let's put some marks here. And look like we're gonna be able to get about 4 donuts. Go ahead and cut. Okay, so we're gonna square rectangle these off to make them look like candy corns. All right, now I'm going to place them on. I have a baking tray here lined with parchment paper. I'm going to place them and cover them and let them rise for another 45 minutes to an hour. And then we're going to fry them, stuff them, and ice them. Like, share, and you know the word. Subscribe. Okay, yeah, so now we're going to make some icing for our donuts. You're gonna need about 1 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, about 1/2 tablespoon of corn syrup, a teaspoon of vanilla, and then you can add warm water, about a tablespoon or so, once we get this mixed in, to thin it out. Probably gonna add that now. Hold on just a second. Mixed in. Okay, so now I'm going to split this up into 3 portions. Put one here. And this will be my white, because it's not a lot of it, but this will be for the top, because the white is the top. The middle is orange and the bottom is yellow. I think I need to look at that again. But I'm going to go ahead and color these two. Put a little bit of food coloring gel in there. And I want this a dark yellow. And a darker orange as well. Here's my yellow. And orange. Okay, yeah, so I have my oil heating here. And here are my donuts. Now I'm gonna see. Put them in. I'm gonna put in 2 at a time. I'm gonna let this brown on one side for a couple, maybe a minute or so, and then we're gonna flip them, and then take them out, drain them, and then stuff them. Let's flip these. Okay, also, I'm going to take a kebab stick and push it right in the donut here and kind of break it up a little bit inside so that my filling will go in smoother and I can get more filling inside as well. Just move it around, make room. And you want to do that to all 4. These are still hot. Okay, so now I'm going to take the donut and the hole that we just made, just push this in. And pipe in some of that filling. All right, now let's ice our donuts here. So we have yellow. Yellow is on the bottom, orange is in the middle, and white is on the top. So let's get the bottom. Okay, here are the finished donuts, y'all. So I applied the white layer. I don't know what happened to the video, but I looked at my videos and saw that they weren't there. So apply your white layer, and then you want to let them set. And I'm going to let these sit here so that the icing can set on them. And then I'm going to cut them and let you see what they look like inside. But these are the finished Copycat New York candy corn donuts. They actually have a corn pastry cream inside, homemade. I mean, yeah, they look delicious. So, all right, we're going to cut these open. I'm going to let you see what they look like. My husband's still sleeping. And, yeah, candy corn donuts. I don't know why candy cane is stuck in my head. Maybe because Christmas coming. I don't know. But, yeah, make these. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so we are making some, I'm just going to do like a walking taco in a way. You know what I mean? With just corn chips. And then we're going to have some ground beef with beans and tomatoes in it.
Like a Frito pasta casserole, basically.
Yeah.
So it'd be ground taco meat, Fritos, cheese, and what else? Guacamole,
beans,
salsa.
beans,
oh, but refried beans. Yeah.
Not
so,
refried, but just regular.
Oh, it's regular beans.
Yeah.
So
And then
like
these are those donuts.
In a little container.
You want to try one of these or no?
Oh, that's some good corn chowder in there. Some corn cream.
Corn pudding, corn pastry cream.
It tastes like a candy corn.
It do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's his favorite. He loves him.
It tastes yellow and orange and corny.
I wonder if it's just like because it look like that.
No.
Huh. These are beautiful, though. But look at these. Homemade.
It tastes like the flavor.
Candy corn donuts.
Candy corn.
With homemade corn pastry cream. Homemade icing, too.
We got taco, seasoning.
Yes, we bought that. Okay, so we're going to get this together, and I'm going to show you what our walking taco is going to look like. Okay, so I tried this. Huh?
Citric acid.
What's that?
What's this citric acid for?
When you can some things. I tried this donut, y'all. This is good. This is good.
Pudding in it.
Yeah, you got to make
And
this.
it tastes like a candy corn.
Yeah. Wow. Look at it. It's pretty and delicious. I'm just saying. Wow. Okay, y'all. Y'all didn't know we are in downtown St. Louis. That's the old courthouse.
And we are right at the corner here of the Ballpark Stadium, Ballpark Village, and the New Busch Stadium. This is Walnut and Broadway. Yeah. So this is the supposed burial site of Chief Pontiac, who was a very notable member of the Ottawa tribe. So I'm going to tell you something about Chief Pontiac. But first we're going to go over here and see his placard that they gave him for his burial site.
And if y'all notice, it's raining and it ain't stopped us. We out here trying to learn some history on this rainy Monday. But be safe with it. I'm just trying to be safe with this. Okay. Here we go.
Okay. So this is the supposed burial site of Chief Pontiac. Okay, this is at Broadway and Walmart in downtown St. Louis. Walnut and Broadway. Cat a corner to the Busch Stadium and the Ballpark Village. Okay, the plaque on the side of the garage marks the spot where the Ottawa chief is buried. He was actually assassinated in Cahokia, Illinois. Okay, he was an 18th century Ottawa chief who led one of the largest Native American resistance against the British colonization. It was known as Pontiac's War. Okay, his real name was Abwandiyag. He was assassinated in Cahokia. Okay, Pontiac's War. It was an armed conflict between the British Empire and the coalition of native tribes in the Great Lakes region. Up near Lake Huron was their area. Okay, this war lasted from 1763 to 1766, led by the Ottawa Chief Pontiac The uprising was in response to British colonization and encroachment, aka invasion, mistreatment, and policies put in place after the French Indian War. The war began with the coordinated attack on British forts, but ended in a stalemate. This stalemate caused the Royal Proclamation of 1763, which was a British decree issued by King George III on October 7, 1763, that prohibited American colonizers from invading west of the Appalachian Mountains to avoid conflict with the indigenous people. So this, you know, he was notable for this. After the 7-Year War, American colonizers eventually broke this treaty. The Ottawa, somebody tell you about the Ottawa. The Ottawa are Adawa, or the Algonquin-speaking people whose history is rooted in the Great Lakes region, like around Detroit and Canada. Known as expert traders, live mostly around Lake Huron. They were eventually displaced due to military and U.S. government forced displacement. So this is Chief Pontiac. This is his burial site of the Ottawa tribe.
I'm going to read what they say here. Here lies the remains of Pontiac, chief of the Ottawa people and leader of the greatest alliance of Native Americans against white expansion in the United States and Canada. Pontiac was born around 1720 and became chief of the Ottawas in 1755. Pontiac organized a coalition of tribes that stretched from the Great Lakes to the Gulf of Mexico. In 1763, the tribe struck simultaneously at 14 British posts. Pontiac personally led the 5-month attack on Fort Detroit, which ended in defeat when Britain forged peace with France, its other adversary for expansion in the New World. Pontiac realized the hopelessness of his cause and negotiated a peace treaty with the British in 1765. In 1769, a member of a rival tribe in Cahokia, Illinois, murdered Pontiac. His remains were buried here. That was then the edge of the village of St. Louis.
Was it accurate to mine?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Let me show y'all a little bit around. Let me show you where he's buried under.
Right. Okay, so what we making? Frito pie, right?
Okay, taco. I'm finna open this this pickle too, so we can see what this tastes like. Remember we bought this from
the cheese one?
Yeah, where we bought this from?
La Mexiquen's grocery store, or El Mexiquen's. Okay, so in this mixture here, it is 1 pound of ground beef, taco seasoning, a can of tomatoes, a can of mixed beans, a little bit of cumin, and to give it that cumin taste, to give it that chili taste, and I think that's it. So I'm gonna do 2 good scoops of that because we hungry and we grown folks. So 2 scoops of that meat. That's a lot of meat. All right, so Fritos scoops.
You know what? It tastes like cheese powder.
That's what I know. It's just the macaroni and cheese powder.
Yeah.
Macaroni and cheese. That's what I'm saying. It ain't nothing but macaroni and cheese powder. And they put that in the pickle juice.
Mm-hmm. That should be good with it because it's like the jalapenos, but not spicy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I know you don't want to do this, do you?
The pickle?
Mm-hmm.
Not necessary. Not really. I just want beef and cheese. That's all. It's beef and cheese in this here. Okay, so then the cheese. And then we got some pico de gallo.
That's weird. This actually does taste like cheese. Salty cheese though, but it tastes like cheese. Cheese is normally salty.
Yes. So it's just that macaroni cheese. Is this the current one? This got to be. This is the newest one, right?
I think so.
Okay.
And then
Some salsa.
yeah, I'm gonna eat that sour cream pickle. Sour cream.
That's what I was trying to find. And the salsa. Oh, you got it right there. All right. Thank you. Sour cream.
It's a far quicker.
All right. And there it is. You throwing some of them pickles on the top of it?
I have to put them on the side.
Oh, okay. So there it is. Our quick Frito pie. Probably see if there's a movie on. Because I ain't got to be nowhere tomorrow.
Me either.
So we can chill. Tomorrow, Sunday is our rest day, man.
Yeah, we don't go out and do like
I mean, we doing videos.
Stuff,
but I'm saying we can chill and we kind of sleep in.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Frito pie. We gonna do this and maybe a movie.
all right. And then I ate my donuts for tonight. That thing was delicious, y'all.
Yeah, they was very good.
So this is what we having for dinner. We got our Frito pie, which is basically from New Mexico, because we doing the scary night, the scariest states. The Frito pie is from New Mexico, and the donuts, the candy cane donuts with the corn filling, are from New York. All right, y'all, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you got an idea of a place that you want us to visit, send me a
DM.
There you go.
DM us. We learning that old lingo,
Yes,
you know.
we are.
Kind of old.
Yeah. So don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe.
Subscribe.